I'm having such a great time at Turning Point, meeting so many great people, so many interesting people, and I just pulled one aside to talk with Lyric Gillet. What a cool name.
Thank
Lyric.
you.
Wow. Now, you were just joking. Your mother's not Melody, right?
She is Melody, but my dad isn't him.
Okay. But you were sharing something with me that really touched my heart, and I want people to hear about it. Tell us what you're doing. It's really fascinating, and it's really moving.
Thank you, Jonathan. I started an organization called Faces of Choice. And the purpose behind this organization is to highlight a demographic of survivors that has gone largely unnoticed. Those who were aborted while they were in their mother's womb, but survived the process. And most people don't even know that they exist. And I'm convinced the key to changing the cultural conversation about abortion is within the voices of the survivors.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean, that was a big part of survivors of the Holocaust,
Exactly.
right? That were in concentration camps telling their stories. So we have another group of survivors that survived the knife of abortion, the abortion knife.
That's right.
Now, I wouldn't think that there would be many, but that's not the case, right?
It's not. It's actually projected that up to one baby every day survives abortion. We know of 86,000 survivors of surgical abortions alone. That doesn't even count chemical abortions. The numbers could be absolutely astronomical. And when you look a survivor of abortion in the eye and you tell them, I supported your mother's choice, they are the choice, and that changes the conversation completely. And you're exactly right. Elie Wiesel, when he came out of Auschwitz and he actually gave humanity to the inhumanity that happened there, that changed the conversation and brought depth to our understanding.
Sure did.
That's what I'm trying to do here with Faces of Choice and survivors of abortion.
What an important ministry. What is the... talk about the survivors. Are any of them physically impaired? Do you see emotional impairment from that trauma,
Yes.
even though they were just babies? What do you tell me about what they're like?
I'll highlight just a few. Hope is one survivor that's very close to my heart. We were born actually very close together. Hope, if you go to Faces of Choice's website and you look at the video, you will see Hope. And Hope has a scar from here to here on her head. That scar is where the abortion instrument scraped out part of her brain when she was 10 weeks gestation in a DNC abortion, and as a result, she has cerebral palsy. You can also see Josiah, who is a survivor of abortion from South Korea. He has a deformed arm today because a portion of his arm was pulled off during a curettage abortion, and a curettage abortion is where you aim to bring out the baby in pieces from the womb. There's another survivor, though, named Jennifer. She's a twin survivor. She doesn't have any physical manifestations of the abortion, but that's because her twin was killed in the abortion, and they did not realize that she was also there until months later when her mother felt her move.
So she escaped.
She escaped.
Basically.
She's a twin survivor who escaped. And so, this has always been the modus operandi, I think, of the way darkness works. If you even look about Jesus, Yeshua, that when he was young, this was all coming after through Herod to kill the innocents, to kill the children. And we keep seeing this all throughout history, that the most innocent are always targeted. And so, it's time to change this dialogue. It's time to change the cultural conversation about abortion. And that's what I'm trying to do now with Faces of Choice. And what we've done is now we're in a place where, as of a few weeks ago, we were approved to run my ad during the World Cup. The World Cup will have a viewership of over 5 billion people all around the world who, for the first time, will be able to come face to face with the reality of choice. That choice is not merely a word, but that choice is a person.
What is your role? Are you helping them to find voice, to give them opportunities to speak to groups?
Yeah, so when I founded the organization in 2019, my main goal was to take I think as humans, we tend to hide the unwanted things in the fog, things that make us uncomfortable. And my purpose was to say their voice was nearly snuffed out when they were in the womb in their most innocent state. Now what we're doing is we're snuffing them out entirely in their ability to speak and communicate as people. So I want to give them that voice and give them the opportunity on the international stage to make known the fact that they are survivors, that they are valuable. And we've gone through this movement recently of believe all survivors. Why are survivors of the abortion Holocaust not people that we should hear, or even survivors of October 7th? Why are all these certain types of groups people that we want to marginalize, but we're willing to hear everyone else? So my aim and my goal is to have a place that when someone says the word choice, when someone says that they are pro-choice, they see the face of a survivor. They don't just have a nebulous word or a concept or a tagline that makes them feel good or autonomous, but they realize that choice has a face, a name, and a story.
Yeah. Well, the problem with pro-choice is that they don't get a choice.
That's right. They
and
are the choice.
And their life.
That's right.
They're humans, and they deserve protection.
That's right.
And they deserve our support.
Thank you.
What can people watching do?
I would be so grateful if you would go to facesofchoice.org and you can take part in supporting us. We're still in the process of raising the funds for the World Cup. We need people to spread this on social media. We need people to actually bring those that you know that are pro-choice, that especially who have an empathetic nature, face to face with these survivors. Every single one of them has a video on our website where they talk about their story of survival. The young girl Hope that I mentioned with cerebral palsy has a remarkable story that she goes into. Every single one has a testimony. Share those testimonies. Let people understand that when you say pro-choice, you're talking about a person.
Love what you're doing.
Thank you.
We'll be praying for you. You be praying for Lyric and her ministry to people that so desperately need to be heard, because this has to stop. This has to stop. We're absolutely committed at Jewish Voice to protecting life from inception until they take their last breath. And if you want to take your last breath and hear the words, "Good and faithful servant, well done," then you need to start reading the Bible and understand that there is a God and there is a Savior who died for you, who rose again from the dead for you, and who is offering you the gift of eternal, not only eternal, but abundant life as well. So, Lyra, keep up the great work.
Thank you, Jonathan, and you and your ministry as well.
So proud of what you're doing. It's wonderful.
You.
God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you. We're meeting different people throughout the day, so keep tuned. Whether you're watching on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, whatever, we'll have numerous more people that have really important messages to share. So stick around today. It's